Yo, what is up everyone and welcome back to another YouTube video with your host Kenkukun, and today we're going to cover the weekend tips for trials, and the map is Burnout. So let's go ahead and dive right in. We're going to have three sections. Section number one is going to be kind of how you want to open up the rounds, and they're going to be very straightforward, very basic. There's not much to it because of the way the map is designed, but there is a lot goes on in the match, and I have a clip that I'll show in part 3 of the video, and I'll try to make the timestamps like in the video I don't even know what it's called, right? Where the time thing where you click around the video where you want to go. I'll try to separate that into threes, so we'll just keep it in the very big 3 chunks. That way I can know how to do that for future videos and then start doing that for other videos where I'm talking about different things. So we're going to talk about how to open up rounds, or some of the ideas to open up rounds, and it's pretty mirror image, and I'll explain that in a moment. Kind of the hot zones of where you're going to stand. Again, very basic and straightforward, and we're going to look at a clip and kind of I don't know exactly why I recorded the clip. I don't remember from yesterday, but I'm going to talk about the clip because it shows exactly what I'm about to talk about here. Let's go ahead and dive right in, and hopefully this is going to help you guys and girls get some W's, maybe make it to the lighthouse, or even if you're playing, raffles or playing with people that are helping you that are better than you, this is gonna keep you alive, so they can get kills and you don't die, right? So keep all of that in mind. Let's dive right in. So first, we're gonna start with the inside, and you spawn up. All right, so you have 3 options, right? And each option can happen multiple different scenarios. So let's say you want to go to the right. Well, that can happen 1, 2, or 3 different ways to the right. 4 if you kind of count 4 if you count the middle. So I spawn up and I want to go to the right. What are some of the things you're kind of looking for to the right? Well, round 1, I'm probably just coming down here with any kind of gun and I'm looking across the wheel. Is there enemies there? Shoot them. If they're not, okay, come out of my scope. If I don't see an enemy by the time I get here, unless I'm extra slow, right? If I don't see anyone, and hopefully the enemy's not slow too, you need to come out your scope, get in cover, right, and hopes no one's there already, because they could be. And okay, the radar says they're outside. Get ready, because someone's probably going to push in the middle, right? Don't be too afraid. Maybe stand your ground, team shot. They could be coming to the right? So that's how you would open up if you want to go to the right side. Now, well, Ken, you said there's 3 ways to go to the right side. There are. You either go alone, you go with another person, or you go with the whole team, right? So now you like, that's it. There's no secret, there's no there's no golden key, Pandora's box, like clue. It's just straight up. All right, does it stop at that point? No, absolutely not. Please keep this in mind, guys and girls. If you're getting rocked on the inside, I played against a team the last time this map was out. I played against a really good player, and it was a bubble titan with a chaperone, right? And they were really good. Now I've seen other teams do this, but this is the one where I really like. I called it from the beginning of the match. They had a chaperone on, they had close range weaponry on. I said, guys, if they go inside, we're going outside from round 1. Do not be afraid to give up the inside. It sucks to give up the inside. Heavy's inside. Overtime spawns inside. But there's a lot of teams that will get impatient, and once you go outside and they go in, they're going to come back out, right? So setting up on the outside is going to be important, okay? And we'll cover stagnant setups. We'll cover stalemate setups here in a little bit, but this is how you're just going to open the round, right? So, hey, all right, guys, I'm coming down here. Let's all go down here. Boom, 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 boom. I look. Oh, I've seen 2 people run in. Let's go out. And if you have radar on the outside, it's a 1. It's like, all right, guys, there's 1 guy out here. Get him. And you just come out and you shoot him. You punch him. You do whatever you need to do, right? You make sure he dies. Enemies are probably coming out from here, because if they went in and to the left, and I'll show you later, if they went into the left, they probably went to the bridge. Like, and that's going to give you a little bit of time before they come back. So, anyway, that's how you open up from the right? You either, you go down here by yourself, with 2 people, with 3 people, and you look here, not there. You look here, not there. You look over here, not there. And then check your radar, And again, they could have pushed inside to the left faster than you could have got down here. So Dawn Blades and, well, I would say Glacial Titans, but not anymore. So pretty much Dawn Blades, Blinking Warlocks, anything that has movement capabilities that you don't have. All right, let's push to the mid. Now, you can do this a couple of ways. One of the hottest ways is to come over here. This is, all right, I'm at the middle. And the middle allows you to There is a difference between going to the middle and defending the middle. So please keep that in mind. This is not defending the middle. This is you looking at the left side. All right. Excuse me. Let me get a drink of water real quick. So please keep that in mind. This is not you defending the middle. You are looking at the left side. You are looking at East Tumbler, right? This is defending the middle. Now, I'm not saying you need to be down here, but if you're back here, this big pillar in the middle allows enemies to push in that door left or right. If you're down here to lock it down, hey, now they can't push in left or right without being seen, but you're exposed. You know, if the wheel's not protecting you, you're exposed to the left, you're exposed to the right. So it's kind of a, you know, it's a jacked up scenario. Again, and this map is this map is a hard map. Everyone has to be able to work as a team here depending on how the enemy goes. And I would suggest the best way to do it is try to get your 3 teammates to be able to take a lane each and then do their roles. And I'll explain that real quick here in a moment after I explain how you want to challenge middle. So you could, you know, come from the bridge, go here. You could look here. Oh, I got a call out, you know, one pushed in left or they're shooting at me, right? You know, and now you're down here and you're kind of reading radar. If they're to the left now, you know, you got yourself here. And remember, you have a dude over here already challenging with long range. So you have a team shot, right? Another way to get to the middle is exactly where I just walked from. Yeah, spawn up. Oh, all right, going to the middle. And now you're at the middle. Boom. Right? Again, this big block is going to, you know, but you could stand over here and shoot if the enemy's coming on the left side and you do see, hey, there's one outside. You can come over here and shoot, right? You'll be exposed to the right, but if, you know, 2 people are to the left and one's out there, unless you're in a game mode that has more than 3 people on the enemy team, you just counted all 3. Smokes, you know, I'm not held responsible for you getting tricked by a smoke. You could also come to the middle from the right side. It's a little bit longer. And it, you know, at least it might be a little bit safer because you get to go by a teammate in case someone, you know, the enemy team all rushes in from the middle. Oh no, you know, you shade step back as you say, oh no, right, and you start shooting them. So you have 2 people there. All right, now left side. There's not much to do for the left side. You got 2 options. You spawn up, you run to the left, and I usually stop right about here, give it a second. If my teammates say, hey, they're rushing in, if I don't see them like a second or 2 later, I might throw a grenade at that wall, right? I might just run up here and just start shooting. I probably will lead with a grenade most of the time. Another good place to put a nade, like now that, you know, light subclasses are back, if you're running Top Tree Storm, a really good place is on that wall back there. It'll probably, if you get it more to the left, like right about there, as best you can without going forward, it'll probably catch someone that's kind of using this for cover. And if the whole group is there, they're going to chain. They're going to be a little weak. Hopefully some team shots from your teammates are going to finish them off. And now you have 3 people at 3 angles. If they're rushing the stairs, and this is why I say I kind of stop right here. I don't stop right out here in the open in the middle of nothing. All right? Don't be that person. Well, Ken, you said to come up here. No, I said to stop right here. Right? You have a little bit of cover. You know, you can kind of crouch and, you know, now you're in a head glitch. So the people trying to head glitch the other stairs, they have to come up a little bit more. And it's like, oh, bow, bow, bow. Pretend you're hitting them, right? Pretend I'm landing all my headshots and kill a person. But if they run up the stairs, you hopefully catch them unaware. You know, boom, boom, boom. As long as you don't miss shots, you'll sometimes catch them before they get into that corner. And then you just put a nade there, or you kind of put it like right about, you know, from here. You put it as close to the corner to the right as possible, as fast as possible. You can't look for the perfect grenade if you're in a fight. So it's like, you know, I'm shooting a dude, only one guy pushes up, 1, 2, miss my 3rd shot. He gets into hallway, and I call it out. Hey, one guy on the bridge, and I just make a small hop, you know, throw a grenade. If it lands perfectly and kills him, great. If it doesn't, oh well, I messed up, you know, and now I got to go in with my shotgun and finish the job, or, you know, wait for another teammate's grenade or something. If they don't rush up the stairs, you know, you could cautiously start moving forward, right? And you got to be aware that they may see you on the radar. So now your job is, hey, you know, let me get them out of cover. And now that you threw that grenade there, again, they're either going to run back out the door, they're going to jump into the open here. Hopefully the wheel's not, you know, protecting them, or they're going to walk over here. And guess what? You got a teammate waiting to shoot them from there, and now you're up there. Now, when you open up these rounds, if you notice that the enemy team is rushing in 3s, this is where you got to be very careful. A lot of teams are going to want the inside. This is like paradise for this map. The inside has heavy and overtime. You control the flow of the map for the most part if this is where you want to hold. And the team that can hold the middle or take the middle better than the other is going to have the advantage. It's point blank and simple. Well, duh. Of course, the enemy team that's better than the other means the other team needs to get good. Why didn't I think of that? Why am I watching this video? Because I'm trying to help you get to that get good place. I'm trying to help you, give you options. If all 3 enemies rush you round 1, they probably rush every single time. You need to be locked and loaded. You need, if you're a striker titan, double lightning grenades, boom, on the wall, trip mines, spike nades, anything to slow them down, wombo combos, right? All that stuff. You may need to just give, all right, guys, well, I'm giving up the lane. And you go by your teammates, and at least now you have a team shot. If you can't slow them down or stop them, then you need to give it up, right? And like I said, you could just run outside. Don't be afraid of that. So with that being said, now you kind of know how to open up from the inside. The outside's the same way, and we'll kind of cover how to open up on the outside. All right, we're at the outside spawn. And we'll just cover it and move on to the next point because, again, there's no secrets to this. It's, all right, here we go. I spawn in. I want to come in the right side. I'm coming down death tunnel. I'm in. Like, this is it. You're inside, right? So you can kind of push into here, stop, maybe shoot around here, right? Oh, no enemies on the radar. Are they back here? You got radar in the back. Hey, they're at the back of the library. You got no radar to the library. Right, you got nothing in the middle, nothing, indicating they're on the bridge. They're probably running to the, far side to West Tumbler. Well, now that you're in a good position to shoot them, you can go ahead and do that, or you can keep pushing. Maybe they're at the back, and you won't see them on the radar till you're about here. Maybe they're at the shrine back here, right, the altar, whatever it's called, I forget. But where that heavy brick is, whereas that's not where heavy actually spawned in Trials. They could be back there, right? So you have an option, you could keep pushing in through here, right? Your option is, to go wherever you want. And then you get to the bridge. The bridge is, you could get killed from here, right? You got to be careful. So, again, having a plan, and I say this every weekend, guys, having a plan when you spawn up from your spawn, having your own plan that correlates with the team. If you have a team plan, that's great. If you have your own plan when your team doesn't have a team plan, that's even better because you know what you want to do. I want to, and this is the lane I take a lot. I want to come in here. I want to shoot some people. I want to, kill something. And I'm already moving with my own plan in mind. Hey, I'm giving out callouts. I'm reading the radar. I already know because I've ran this so many times. And that's what I mean when I say have a plan, guys. Have a plan. The more you run the plan, you're going to see its success rates and failures for you individually. It's going to be based on your individual experiences through trials, whether you're better than the enemy or not, or on average you're worse off, and you're going to come in here and you may fail more, but you're going to get a feel for it, right? And your success rate is going to, it should start to grow once you start grasping some of the hot zones, and we'll cover the hot zones in a minute. All right, if you spawn on the outside and you want to go to the middle, well, I got a secret to tell you. It's no surprise. You just come to the middle. By the time you get here, the enemy's probably setting up. Look out for the team shot, right? Well, how do I push into the middle if, the enemy's there, right? Well, it's an unbalanced map. Grenade, right? Put it there. That pulls them out of cover. If you put it there, they're either jumping to the left, right? And they're going to jump in the air. You're going to shoot them, or they're going to backpedal and you're going to shoot them. They're going to the right to be in cover from there, which if the teammate on your team came in the right side and he's worth anything, right? He's, hopefully landing shots. If he doesn't, that's okay. Everyone misses shots. I miss shots. I miss shots. Hopefully he's getting a team shot. He's going to finish them off. So he won't be hiding there. But his next move is go to the right because you threw the grenade to the left. He's probably going to the right. So you would, push in looking for maybe a shotgun slide. Watch out for Shappy's fusions, right? Like, be ready. Or they're going back. They're going back between the bridges, on the bridges to the shrine, right? And the guy on the right, once again, now he has a plan. And now the plan is coalescing into a team play. Hey, they backed out of the middle. Oh, now they backed out the middle, right? Lightning grenades, spike nades, trip mines, anything like that. That wall back there, right? Vice versa here. Maybe you want to push into the right. So, it'd be the same thing. Oh, throw a grenade there, and then they move to the left. Again, the guy on the right's going to call it out. There's no surprise pushing through the door. All right, moving on. You want to go to the left? just go to the left, come out the spawn, come on down, boom. If you take the wider angle, someone could be meeting you, you know, so you might have a gun engagement here. If you take the shorter angle, like jump over the top and come through this little nook, this little cubby right here, you'll get a little bit closer to the door before you have to shoot anyone, but someone's there. How do you push in? Grenades, you know, lightning grenades, spike nades, trip mines. That'll kind of push them off this corner here, right? My grenade that I just threw, throw it here. Throw it, you know, there, right? And now, hopefully you push them into the open. You come in. You got to check the stairs, of course. You know, wait for that dude. Remember the guy I showed you in round 1? He could be coming down the right side. He could be down here waiting for you. He could be up there waiting for you. And we'll show the hot zones here in a moment. Someone could be back there. Like, read your radar, take a guess. The radar says there's someone near me. It doesn't say they're really close, so they could be back behind that. They could be up there. Let's play it safe. Put a grenade over there, and this is where lightning grenades, spike nades probably won't do as good. But let's put a grenade there and kind of like get them out of there. Now, if you're lucky with your lightning and spike nades, you can get up into here, throw them on that wall, right? You know, and try to get into cover. And that'll kind of push them out. That'll push them out of that spot. They won't have any choice but to move unless they shoot the grenade really quickly. Especially lightning grenades and spike nades. So now that we've covered how to push out of your spawn, and you know. Again, there's no secrets to this map. It's straightforward. You go from either spawn. You either go left, middle, or right. That's it, right? Now let's cover the hot zones. Now the hot zones are not only when you're stagnant, it's when you're opening up rounds. Because I play this lane the most, I would say the hot zone for here is right here. One of the hottest zones is up there, but that's not even. I don't even think that's the hottest zone. This is the hottest spot to die. If you're coming from inside out, like this area, especially right here, this is you're asking to fight the Terminator with a stick. All right, like you pick up a stick and it's like, all right, Terminator, let me fight. Like this, all this little spot right here. This is you, and the Terminator looking for you. Right, you got a bunch of lasers looking at you. I'm out of ammo. I would say, and it's really hard to say. I've seen plenty of people on the bridge looking at me, but the hotter zone is probably right here. Now, covering the hot zone for this lane, I would say if someone does challenge the bridge a lot, you're not sniping them or shooting them out of the way. By the time you shoot them once or twice and you make a move, let's say you don't get shot by them. By the time you make the move, someone has slid in front of you and shooting at you. So maybe you want to not challenge, but maybe you want to come out, you know, a little bit farther and challenge there. And I gotta warn you, this ain't the hot zone for nothing, because when you come out here to shoot that dude but not look at bridge, the guy straight across, they're shooting at you. Now they're here. That's if anyone even goes there. If you see no long range on the enemy team, they probably didn't even go to that lane. They're probably all coming straight from the middle of the bridges to the mid. They're gonna slide down in front of you, like at the top of these little steps right there, and they're going to team you, and you're probably going to be confused. You're going to be, you know, you're going to be intimidated from the spot, and you're not going to want to challenge it again. And I don't blame you. Lightning grenades, spike nades, trip mines, like that's throw them, right? And again, you need to check down there, especially if they got long range on their team. Someone's probably there. If the long range ain't on that bridge, they went over there. And if they didn't go over there, there's a chance they go over there. And if they didn't go over there, I mean, like, there's no secret. But I'm just telling you the hot spot. So this is the hot spot. Once you take cover and you decide, I don't want to challenge the bridge, I want to challenge there, you need to look there first, right? Use this for cover. Look there first and then come back and look, right? And if you're alone, again, you can either do this one of three ways. You can either come in this side alone with a teammate or with all three. There's no, and that goes for any lane, all right? So that's a hot spot. I would say the next hot spot, if you were to push any farther in, is people back here. I hate that I'm out of and people back here or right here. Sometimes you'll catch them, you know, right over here or here. But going into these spots, these are dead end spots, right? So against good players, you put yourself in a dead end spot, and I do it very rarely, but I will do it. You'll die, and now you're in a dead end spot. Like, there's no escape other than going back into the open across their line of sight. All right. Going back to the middle, if you're the hot zones for the middle, if you're going to push in the middle, I already covered how you're going to do it. Those are the hot zones, all this and all this. If you're in a stagnated fight, you know, hot zone might be up here, challenging from here. And then you got a lot of length to go back and forth. But Yeah, you got a lot of length to go backwards or forwards away from the door on either left or right, but your angles are kind of limited into like what is it, conical, like views shaped like a cone, conical views. So keep that in mind. The hot zone for the left is literally by the time you get over here, someone's probably at the door. So your hot zone is all over there. The hottest zone is what I covered to the right. If you push inside, let's say you start pushing people back, the further you push in, there people are going to be near doorways. So on the right side, if you push to the right and they're holding back, someone's probably there. That's a hot zone. Someone's probably, back, either behind the shrine trying to shoot you, the bridges, or to the side, or they're actually on the shrine when you come through and they're kind of hugging like this little pillar. Someone could be someone could be back left if you're trying to push in. Someone could actually try and stop you from there, right? From the little bridge, stop you from coming in. And then by the time you get up here, they're kind of into the right. So again, as you push in, the hot zones are going to change. But the hottest zone is there. Like a lot of people will push in, right? And try to be aggressive from there. Now, enemies that push out, guys, I will say this, and I especially for chaos reaches and anyone with a super, the left doorway that's your back door, man. And a lot of people come through your back door. You spawn because you spawn up farthest away. So if they want to push with super, and I would do the same if I were them, I would push out that left door and look for someone. But if it's you and you spawn outside and you want to push your super, guys, just come on through and push your super, right? And now I know I'm deviating a little bit from hot zones, but a lot of people will come out here. So if you're kind of holding your angles for chaos reach, by the time you get here, the radar is probably going to tell you if they're coming out left side in your team. Oh, they're coming out left side. It's chaos reach, right? Boom. Like everyone's, trying to run away. And if the enemy team's smart, they split. So when you run, you're going to run into someone else. I have other videos that cover supers. If you want to check them out on YouTube, please feel free. I will say this. If you have a super on your team and you're afraid to challenge chaos reach, and you know for sure, you take that guess that chaos reach is coming out the left side, and you guys back up and run to the right, whoever has the super, when you come in the right, the first thing that tries to stop you, you obliterate them. You just start killing them with your super, all right? You just let it rip, man. Just go. Just give it to them. All right. So we covered up how to open your rounds. We covered some of the hot zones. When you're in, real quick, I'll cover stagnant fights. When you're in a stagnated fight, you're going to want a lot of team shots. This is, again, where you have 3 people on your team and you have 3 doorways. No matter which side of these doors you're on, everyone's going to want to hold their own lane. So the right guy, I'm going to break it down real quick and say it real simple. And then we'll look at a clip of some of the plays that I make, and I'll, kind of walk you through it. So this video is going to go close to about 30 minutes. The right side has to kind of hold the right lane alone. Hey, there are 3 people there. That's the only time you should get help. Someone could come, a little bit closer to here. But they need to be ready to read the radar, because yesterday I had a teammate come back me up from the middle to the right. As soon as they came and backed me up a little bit for that split second, someone came out the middle door, and we all got killed, right? I held my door, and I didn't call for help. I just said, hey, I got a guy dead on the right, or I had, I tagged a dude on the right. I only call out for help if I think all 3 people are there and pushing. And I'll say, hey, they're pushing out the right side, I need help. So the right side is kind of by himself. Now the middle can watch the mid from here, kind of from back here. He's looking at the mid left. He can be up here. He can be down low. The beauty of being down low left or at this top left is your teammate. Now, your teammate may not see the enemy from back left, but if you're lucky, you're going to get a team shot. So you have 2 people looking at one angle. The bad news, if you're both over here, if the enemies run out the door to your right behind this big object, you're going to have to move, right? And you're going to have to warn the dude on the right. And hopefully the right guy can just peek over. Hopefully you guys team shot him, got him weak as they came out, right? You got him weak as they ran across, and the other dude to the right puts a couple bullets into him. The left side kind of looks at the left door, right? He can put a rift, Titan shield, right? He can be here, and he could just be kind of challenging one thing at a time. That's, not a lot of cover. Like, he's got a little block. If a good grenade's thrown on him, he's got to move. Oh, got to move. Boop, boop, boop. And he's moving, right? I would probably move, like, right about here, right? Try not to get shot from there. Hopefully no one came out the right side. And, you know, you're going to kind of like keep the enemy from coming out the left side. That like your goal right about here. Once you can see, you know, that wall, that's the corner. You kind of hold them back from here. So, now the guy in the middle can challenge from the mid right. Right, he can challenge from here, looking mid left, but he won't get a team shot because the guy from the right, for him to team shot, he has to stop what he's doing, walk way out here into the open where there's no cover, and shoot here. You at least could hold here or here, but you know you can't do the other. And it's the same for the inside guys. Like you got 3 doorways. The doorways, you know, anything that wants to come in has to push through one of these doorways. Right, use your grenades. It's close to overtime. Oh, I got radar on the map. It's overtime. We start to capture the flag. Grenade out, right? You grenade it. You get ready. You can hold from here. You can hold from you know, back here. Right? You can hold anywhere in between. The middle is a little bit tougher. For you to hold the middle, you have to be down, like you're looking at the middle door. So you're exposed to the left, you're exposed to the right. That's why it's important that all 3 people can hold the door. And sometimes one person can't hold a door. That's, you know, by themselves. That's what your abilities are for, right? Pick a subclass that has abilities that are going to last. Grenades that are going to last and stop people from pushing in, right? Don't, you know, don't pick, like, grenades that suck if you don't have to. Tethers, like Quiver, bottom tree Quiver, you could just start, all right, that door's locked down, that door's locked down, and then, you know, you start. I've just covered, like, almost every angle. Like if the enemies want to jump in at me, like they got to go through one of my tethers and just keep, you know, then cycle through. You place one in that door, somewhere, you know, one here, and one on top. And then just cycle it through. Your last shot goes back to the left. And now you slow the enemy down by 5 seconds to 10 seconds, depending on where they're pushing from. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this clip before this video gets much longer than it already is. All right, here we go. And so this is the beginning of the round. I don't remember why I recorded this video, but here we go. So I spawn in, I run up, you know, I'm playing invisible. They got invisible on the enemy team. I'm on the radar and I rush past the bridge. Now I don't slide, I don't shade step, I don't hop. I just run in and hope I don't get shot. Here I go. I let one guy jump over me. I take him, I shade step. But I come in and, you know, again, the hot zone, like 2 people came over in this area. If I was on the radar, they definitely would have known I was here. There were people that they know how I play, so they kind of took a guess at where I was. Even if I wasn't off the radar invisible, like I'm still in the hot zone. Like it's irrelevant whether I was invisible or not. I'm in the hot zone. Here I go. I spawn up. I go to the left. I go invisible again. If I wasn't invisible, you know, I probably wouldn't be as aggressive. And I'm just checking the radar. Oh, there's someone here. And I get them, right? You know, my teammates came to the middle, and they challenged the middle. I actually lose this engagement right here. Oh, no. I think I win. Okay, cool. And the enemy team came from 3 doorways. Again, they came from 3 doorways again. So as you're watching this, it's not just me you get to see. You see the enemy. They all came from 3 doorways. I locked down one doorway. My teammates went to the middle so they could help me on my doorway, but they went to the middle for themselves, right? They're like doing their own thing, but it all coalesced into one. I'm waiting, invisible. They probably know I'm here. I catch that dude slipping. The second dude was hesitating. He knew I was in the area. I got shot from my left, and, you know, I called out, hey, I got a body. Put that grenade there. I try to back him off that corner. Not doing too well doing that. Yeah, we take the round. Boom. Yeah, I'm not seeing why I recorded this. But again, like I said, you get to see the example here, right? I probably recorded at the very end. It's probably something at the very end of this clip. All right, here's heavy round. I'm going to my lane. They haven't been able to stop me. And this is, oh, here. I stop and hesitate. So I'm trying to stop them. And now, you know, now they've switched it up. They're more focused on me. They come rushing down. I do end up getting a kill. I come back through. My shot missed. I traded and I call out to my teammates, hey, there's a guy on me. There's 2 bodies on me. What do we got? He whiffs his rocket launcher, but I call out that he's on the bodies in between them, and he just pushes right to them, right, and he goes ahead and takes the kill right away. So there was another example where I kind of stopped because I wasn't sure what the enemy was doing, and because I've been pushing, they either called it out to me and said, hey, they're pushing in aggressively to me, which Canadian was doing that a lot. He would tell me if they were pushing to me aggressively, so I would know how aggressive I could be, right? And here we go, another round. I just come in the same lane. It's still working for me. I didn't have to really switch. And, oh, that's why I saved the clip. Guys, do not... Bridge is not where you want to huddle together. I'm not saying you got to watch out for sticky nades that are going to one-shot your team. Any grenade could have been deadly there, guys. Do not huddle in bridge and take a grenade to the face. That's all for this video. Hopefully this helps you out. I apologize for 30-minute videos, but guys, I mean, this is about the length of maybe 2 trials matches, guys. It's not that long. If you made it through to the end, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope this really helps you get through the weekend. Come on down to Twitch, link in the description below. For I will be live today, and hopefully you guys can see more live action of everything going into play as I explain things, as I repeat the same things you heard in this video on stream to the same people or new people that show up. And we help you guys get some W's, maybe get a little bit better. Even if you don't get W's, maybe even take some rounds, right? Taking rounds can be really big. Maybe you're used to getting, losing 5 rounds in a row, and now you take 1 or 2 here or there, and boom, it starts compounding, adding, and building, right? Anyway, good luck, and we'll see you soon.